Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do another unboxing, and this one's going to be the Mystery Tackle Box Walleye Fishing Kit that I found over at Walmart. And I thought, well, walk to Walmart, try this out. This is like the kit. So you got the Elite, Pro, and then I don't know what they call this one, but that's what this one is. This is the one that's just underneath the Pro kit. So I thought, well, we'll give it a shot here. This is box 288. You get about 5 to 6 items. It says a $25 value inside this box. So let's tear into it and see what it has. I haven't even opened it yet. So it's a box within a box. So let's get this open here. Slide it out. Like that. So there's the box there. Box within a box. All right. Some interesting baits already. Okay, well, first thing, I'll just grab the first one off the top here. We've got some Harmony fishing hooks. These look like, well, these look like they're kind of like octopus hooks. You know, a little bit more of a rounded hook. So the hook point, it's hard to see. Hook point comes around too. I personally don't use these kind of hooks for bass fishing. So, or walleye fishing, I mean, sorry. I don't personally use these for walleye fishing. Just, I don't know, I just don't see a need for them. But yeah, there's that hook there. You see that hook point comes down like that. I can see that it would hold a lot better in that fish's mouth, but I don't know. I just don't. I would have to look into it. I've never used them before, but you guys tell me. I mean, if you've used these hooks before, what do you use them for? You know, how do you use them? Personally, for me, I think I would use them for live. You know, put live bait on there, and then let the fish pick it up off the bottom. And you wouldn't have to set the hook with these. It would just be like a reel set. You know, just quickly reel up and just pull into them, not set the hook. That's kind of what I see for this, and you'd put like a little bit of a weight, but you know, correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't used these before. That's just kind of what I do for sturgeon, actually, and I actually caught some big walleye fishing for sturgeon up on the Rain River. So that's I don't know, that's what I would do. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have used those before, and you know what you actually do use them, you know, and how they work for you. I mean, okay. So the next one here we got this is the Bandit generator. So this has a glow. Okay, so there's glow sticks that you put into this thing, and I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where you put it. I haven't used this one before. Oh, you put it in the top of the head here. So you put it on the top of the head so it would glow up in here. So it comes with some glow sticks and pretty deep diver. What is it? It doesn't say how deep, but I am assuming by the bill, it might say on the bottom that I can't read. But that's a pretty cool color. I really like that color. But you know, it's got to dive like at least like, I don't know, anywhere between 12 to 14 feet or something like that, maybe even deeper yet with the size of that bill. But you know, that's a really good bait. It looks like a really good bait. Like it would get bit. I haven't used this one before, but I have caught walleye on some bigger, you know, stick baits like this, and worked out pretty well. So I can easily see this working out pretty good too. Sometimes you want to go with maybe not so bright colors on certain days, but on certain water clarity, this color would definitely excel for sure. That's pretty cool. Some good rattles in there too. I like that. A little bit noisy. So if you are in some kind of a dingier watercolor, and it gives the fish a chance to find it, to hone in on it. The next one here we have the Rippin Minnow by Northland Fishing Tackle. And this bait, you toss it down and you rip. You can float it too. I mean, it's got like the eyelet right here. Sorry, you can't talk. The eyelet right here for your hook is right up on the top here, so you can jig it vertically, and you can throw it out there, and you can do the jig and minnow thing. What is the weight? It's a 1/2 ounce, so it's kind of a jig and minnow half, apart. But the thing with this one, and you can still do that with it, but it's going to be different, because the thing with this one is it's got flares on the bottom, little flared ends on the bottom. So what that does, it helps it float. So when you rip it up, it floats off to one side, and rip it up again, and it floats off another side. But if you do, you won't be able to do the jig and minnow shake. You can try it. I mean, why not? It's just a whole different action. But when you do the shake, you're not going to get that gliding action, and that's kind of what this bait is designed for. And also, you can do that in the middle of the column. But what I like to do is I like to let it go straight to the bottom and rip it up, and then float down straight to the bottom, and keep doing that. That's what I really like this bait for. And I do that a lot with the Rapala jigging wraps. But the problem with the jigging wraps is that there's a treble hook on the bottom. So if there's anything on the bottom, you're snagging that bottom, and you could be losing your bait. So this is I do like this style of bait. This does definitely catch walleye, because when the bait goes down and hits that bottom, the fish, when the bait hits the bottom, the fish follow down and they pin it. And when they're doing that, they're either going to bite it, or sometimes if they miss it, but when they do, and then you go and rip it up again, they're just on there. So that's what I do like, and yeah, that's good bait. It'll get bit for sure. Okay, so we'll get to this in a second. You're probably wondering why my face looks confused, why I gave that look, and why I look a little confused. But I'll explain in just a minute. We'll finish this. Okay, next thing out of the box here, got the Googan Baits 5-inch dart. This is this is a really good fluke style bait that is going to work just about anywhere. Throwing weightless, drop shot, Texas rig, you name it, you throw it anywhere. But a lot of the times, when I'm fishing for walleye and using a bait like this, I will throw it on. They didn't include it, but I have them sitting right here actually. A neon moon eye jig. That's kind of what I would throw this on, and I just cast it out there. And a lot of times I'll look for them. Sometimes you can find the walleye, in certain areas you can find them, pinning bait up against walls of weeds. It's just weed edges, and so that's sometimes where I'll throw this bait, because I can throw it up in there and I can kind of pop it out, and then again they ambush it and then they'll hit it. Sometimes it's just a slow reel, a slow retrieve with some light flutterings to let it move slowly through the water column, and that's when I'll also get crushed too. But there's a lot of times they Googan Baits get pegged for bass, like a lot of stuff like this. But I have used a lot of their stuff for walleye too. So a lot of it. And you think about it, some of their stuff that they've got for smallmouth, that stuff catches walleye too. I've caught a lot of walleye off of their smaller baits, and I won't get into it. But anyways, they definitely do work for walleye too. So don't count it out. And I really love the sauce, the smell that they put in these. I feel like that's a big triggering thing. Personal confidence for me, but that's another good bait that that's gonna work. Like I said, I throw it on a jig head, and then let it flutter through. Weight wise, you start with a 1/4 ounce jig first and see how that goes, and then depending on the wind and the depth of your fishing, and then the wind and the depth pretty much is going to determine like your weight, whether you want to go up or down. And because if you're in shallower water and you're going to be you don't want to sink as fast, and you're going to want to go like maybe an 1/8 ounce, and then because that way you can keep it going slow. But if you want to rip it, if you want it to go through quickly, a little bit heavier weight, and then just reel a little bit faster. So that's one other thing, I guess. Got a decal. Mr. Tag Box has that decal. Now here's the thing. So I don't have an issue with my Elite boxes. Love my Elite boxes, really. I really do. Yep, there's been a couple that were like, not the greatest, but there's been a lot of really good ones. So they kind of equal out, and that's okay. I'm good with that. But this box says 5 to 6 items. So here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I think about when I see a box that says 5 to 6 items. I'm looking at 5 to 6 lures or terminal tackle type of stuff that I can use. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 baits. Now, the reason I had a confused look on my face is because I was really hoping they weren't considering this as an item. Yes, decals are kind of neat, but we don't buy the box for the decals, right? So maybe I just bought a box that's kind of a bad box, and do expect that. Expect that there's going to be a couple of bad ones out there like this. So I guess just a forewarning, nobody's perfect, all right? I've done a lot of box subscriptions before with different companies, and so far Mr. Tackle Box has been the best one. It's been a while since I've done some from some other companies, so maybe I could check some more out, but so far Mr. Tackle Box for me has been the best one for the variety of baits and the style of baits, and the, you know, like say if you're like a lower cost or less expensive to most expensive baits, there's a good medium there, and sometimes they give you a really good like expensive bait, like a $20 to $25 bait. Yeah, some of your other box items are going to be a little bit lower, but it's still usable items, and I still like having that bigger bait too every once in a while. And it happens. And then sometimes you get a bad box too, but that's sometimes just the way it goes. This one for the walleye box, you know, there are, you know, these are a couple of good baits, and they are going to get you bit. But I don't have a high rating for this box because I was expecting 5 items and we only got 4. So, regardless, for value wise, $25 value, I guess I'm not sure. I don't know how much the Bandit is, but I'm not sure we got $25 value in here. So that's why I'm thinking maybe this is a box that kind of was, it was like a mistake box where someone just kind of forgot to put that other bait in there. And that happens. So, but anyways, I mean, the other baits in there, I mean, you can go take those out there to your local body of water and catch some walleyes on them, and have a pretty decent bait. Especially that Northland tackle one. I like that Minnow. I like then at the bottom and ripping it up, and it's versatile too. You can do it you can fish it a bunch of different ways, and try out some new things. And even if it's not the way it's supposed to be fished, try it. Just because a company makes a bait to do one thing doesn't mean that's the only thing it's meant to do. You can do many different things. So experiment, try different things out, and you might run into something special. So, all right, guys, that's gonna do it for this unboxing, Mr. Tackle Box unboxing for the walleye fishing kit. You know, all in all, is an okay box. Not, you know, a little disappointed that we only got 4 lures instead of 5 or 6, like the box says. So, I mean, that's going to bring my rating on it down a little bit, but yeah. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you next video.